Welcome to today's Detox Face Yoga Flow. My name is Elise, your favorite face yoga coach, and in today's full face workout, we're going to be lifting and toning all of the areas of the face, and we're also going to be detoxing the face and the mind for beautiful skin and peaceful thoughts. You may need a little bit of oil at the end for the massage, and we'll jump right into it. We're going to start out with a very gentle and detoxing pinching massage. So starting above the collarbone, you're going to use your index finger and thumbs to gently pinch above the collarbone. We're going to start moving up the sides of the neck. And this is a very gentle massage. Instead of pulling the skin out, you want to focus on pinching into the skin and muscle. So move to the jawline area. You can start in your chin and pinch outwards towards your ears. Again, you're pinching in towards the muscle. This can be a quick movement, but if you feel like you need to go a little slower so you're not pulling or dragging the skin, please do that. So just sending the index fingers and thumbs into the skin and muscle, gently pinching and releasing. I'm going at a pretty fast pace here, but again, slow it down if you feel like you're dragging or pulling on the skin. We're going to do the entire face here. So on the forehead, it's more like a light squeeze. You can pinch on your eyebrows, along your nasolabial folds, on your cheeks. Just waking up the face, getting it ready for our detox massage. Again, remember, we're not pulling on the skin. We're lightly pinching into the skin and muscle. Move back down the neck to where we started. Connecting with your breath, sitting up straight, making sure your shoulders are down and away from your ears, and then you can go ahead and release. Great job. Our first exercise is cat eyes. So take your palm ends, place them on your temples, covering the ends of your eyebrows, press in and then up and back. Against the opposite resistance, squeeze your eyes shut. So you should feel this activation on the sides of your eyes in the temple area underneath where your hands are pressing. Make sure you are not activating in the center of the forehead or in between the eyebrows. Keep squeezing your eyes shut against the opposite resistance from your hands, moving up and back. And keep your shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. Your neck is long. Try not to activate in your neck and your shoulders. Go ahead and release. Now let's do some tapping around the eyes to release any tension. So gently tapping around your eyes. You can go a little more gentle underneath your eyes and then go ahead and release. And we'll do this 2 more times. So taking your hands into position, pressing in first, then up and back at a 45-degree angle. Readjust your hands if you need to. Make sure your hands are pressing back evenly, and then close your eyes against the opposite resistance. Really feel your temples lifting up towards the sky. Feel that entire lift from the sides of your face, the outer corners of your eyes, the muscles on the side of your eyes, just waking up and lifting. Make sure your shoulders and your neck are relaxed. If you're carrying any tension in the jaw or the lips, gently open your mouth here, and that will release any of the tension in the lower part of the face. Keep squeezing your eyes shut against the opposite resistance, breathing in and out through your nose, lifting through the side of your face, feeling an activation underneath your hands, and then go ahead and release, and we'll tap 1 more time around the eyes, releasing any tension or adhesions, stagnations around the eye muscle and the corresponding cheek muscles and forehead muscles. Let's do cat eyes 1 more time, and this time we can try the dynamic version, pressing your hands in and up at a 45-degree angle, closing your eyes against the opposite resistance, making sure your elbows are wide and your shoulders are down. Gently open your eyes and then close your eyes. So this is the dynamic form. It's going to offer us a little more volume in the muscles by doing the dynamic version, opening the eyes and then closing the eyes. This exercise is amazing for lifting the sides of your face. It can reduce nasolabial folds. It's going to lift your eyelids. It's going to move accumulated lymph from the lower part of the eye, which will reduce dark circles and puffiness. We're also strengthening the eye muscle, which is going to reduce wrinkles around the eyes. And then we're breaking through those adhesions and stagnations that form on the outer part of the eyes, which cause crow's feet. So reversing crow's feet as well, and one of the best exercises for wrinkles on the outer corners of your eyes. Keep opening and closing. You'll want to do this about 30 times, making sure to keep your shoulders down, your elbows wide. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. If you need to readjust your hands at any moment, then do that. Your hands are offering the resistance to the muscles working in the opposite direction here. Keep squeezing. Your shoulders and arms may be getting tired here. You can take a break if you need to, but we're doing 30 sets of this. Keep breathing in and out through your nose, sitting up straight. Really feel the activation on the temple area and the outer part of the eye. The dynamic form usually offers a little bit more of a challenge here, but you can go ahead and release, and we'll tap around the eyes one last time. If you need to do some shoulder rolls or some neck circles here, take some time to do that and release any tension you might have built up in the upper body, and you can go ahead and release. We're going to do an exercise next called the eye bag toner. So start by making a long big O, wrap your lips around your teeth, look up towards your eyebrows, and then place 3 fingers on your eyelids, your lower eyelids, right at the cheekbone. Press in gently and then pull down about 1 millimeter, making sure you are not dragging your skin. You're only offering the slightest resistance. Now you're going to look up and squeeze your eyes shut, focusing on your lower eyelid, trying to lift your lower eyelid up towards your upper eyelid. We're toning the lower eyes here, the eye bags. So this is what it looks like when you move your fingers. We're just lifting the lower eyelids, but our fingers are offering a very small amount of resistance. Again, we don't want to pull on the skin. We just want to offer a bit of resistance so our lower eyes have some weight to lift. Just like when you're working out at the gym, if you keep working out without adding resistance, you're not going to grow the muscle. You're just going to make everything more lean. So this is the resistance we're offering with the fingertips. We really want to plump this lower eye muscle, this circular eye muscle, and fill it with volume. So go ahead and release. Great job. We're going to do this exercise 2 more times. So inhale through your nose, drop your jaw, make a long and narrow O, wrap your lips around your teeth, look up towards your eyebrows, place 3 fingers on your lower eyelid on the cheekbone, press in and slightly down, and then use the opposite resistance of your lower eyelid to lift up towards your upper eyelid. Again, we are not pulling down on our eyelids so much where we're causing any wrinkles or stretching the skin. We are only offering the slightest bit of resistance so that our under eyes have resistance to work against, thereby plumping this eye muscle and reducing eye bags. So looking up to the eyebrows, you want to make sure that your O stays long and narrow and your lips are wrapped around your teeth. This helps to stretch and tone the muscles of the middle and lower parts of the face. It's offering a bit of resistance to our under eye area, and it's ensuring we don't create wrinkles on the other parts of the face in this exercise. We're going to do this exercise one last time, so drop your jaw, create a long and narrow O, wrap your lips around your teeth, place your 3 fingers on your lower eyelid at the cheekbone, and if you haven't tried the dynamic version yet, you can try the dynamic version, which is lifting the lower eyelid and releasing as opposed to lifting and holding. So whatever option feels more comfortable for you. Again, we're not pulling on the lower eyelids. We are just offering a very light and delicate resistance for our lower eyelids to work against. This exercise is amazing for firming the lower eyelids. It's going to remove or prevent eye bags, and it also helps to widen and open our eyes. So an absolutely great exercise for the eyes, a stretch in the cheeks, and an activation in the mouth muscle wrapping around the teeth. So keep going here. If you're doing the dynamic form of the exercise, you'll do 30 pulses upwards. And when you've done 30, you can go ahead and release. Great job. And this might make you feel like you have a little bit of blurry vision or a little bit of eyes feeling like they're a little stuck. So if you want to make a few eye circles, maybe 5 in one direction and then 5 in the other direction, this is going to help bring your eyes back into balance. wake them up and feel energized after we kind of were pressing on the outer skin. So go ahead and release if you're doing the eye circles, and we're going to do cheek squats 2 next. So drop your jaw, create a long and narrow O, but keep your lips pressed outwards. Place your thumb on the corners of your mouth, your index finger next to your eyes, and then your middle finger is going to rest on your cheeks. Take a deep breath in and then lift your cheeks up like you want to smile, but your thumbs are holding your mouth in place, and you want to lift, and you should feel a lift on your cheeks and your temples here. So you're really feeling an activation underneath your middle finger and potentially, hopefully, your index finger. So we're lifting all the way up from the corners of our mouth all the way past our temples here. So keep lifting, feeling an activation under each finger here, and make sure you're not having any tension at the forehead or in between the eyebrows. Completely relax your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, and then you can release from the pose. We're going to do this 2 more times, but blow some raspberries here to release any tension in the mouth muscle. When you're ready, we're going to do this cheek squats 2 again. So drop your jaw, create a long and narrow O, send your lips forward and out, place your thumbs next to the corners of your mouth, index fingers next to the eyes, and middle fingers resting on the cheeks. So lifting, so you feel an activation. You want to feel an activation from the corners of your mouth up to your cheeks, past your temples. Really lift this entire facelift branch upward, upward, upward. Making sure your lips are pressing forward. Don't lose your long and narrow O. The lips need to keep pressing forward and out. As we lift the cheeks, lift the temples, lift the entire sides of the face up. Go ahead and release. Blow a few raspberries. And we're going to do this exercise 1 last time. So drop your jaw, create a long and narrow O, send your lips out, place your hands in position. And if you want to try the dynamic form of the exercise this time, it's pulsing. So you pulse and lift and then release. Lift and pulse and release. And again, the dynamic form of these exercises are just going to help add a little more volume. When we do the static form of the exercise, we're lifting the muscles. And when we do the dynamic form, we're adding more volume. So that's kind of the difference between the two, although they're both great and they're both effective. So this exercise is amazing for, of course, lifting the cheeks. It's going to help reduce nasolabial folds. It's going to lift and tone the temples. And it really is just great for lifting the cheeks as high as anatomically possible. This is an excellent exercise if you want to lift and add volume to your cheeks. Keep going here, breathing through your nose, making sure to keep that O long and narrow with your thumbs pressing into your mouth corner, making sure that O stays narrow. Lifting and releasing. Roll your shoulders back away from your ears, making sure you're sitting up straight and your neck is relaxed. And go ahead and release. Whew, great job. Blow some raspberries to release any tension. Moving on to the lower face, we're going to do high jaw press. So place one hand, place it on your collarbone, the other hand to intensify the pressure. Protrude your chin forward and then look up. Now make sure your tongue is at the roof of the mouth, and this is going to really activate the lower part of the jaw underneath the chin and the neck. You'll feel a deep stretch in these areas. Now keep breathing in and out through your nose. Release any pressure, tension, or expression in the upper part of your face. So that includes your eyes, your eyebrows, and your forehead. Make sure you are not creating any wrinkles in those areas. The shoulders are relaxed and your neck is not in pain here. Only look up to a distance that is comfortable for you. Take a deep breath in, and then without releasing the pose, look over to your left. We're going to draw rainbows with our chin, moving over to the right, and then just very gently moving back and forth, drawing these chin rainbows all the way from left to right. This is going to help stretch the neck, detoxify the neck, release any tension and adhesions in the neck and the jaw. And again, make sure your tongue is all the way at the roof of the mouth. You're going to feel this really deep activation underneath the chin and through the jaw and on the neck when you make sure that tongue stays up there. to intensify the pose. The hands are offering resistance. Move at a pace that's comfortable for you, and when you've done enough, you can go ahead and release. Great job. Now tap around the area to release any tension and further detoxify the neck and jawline. Great job. Now you can go ahead and grab your oil. We're going to get ready for our detoxing massage here. So we're just taking the oil, placing a few drops in our hands, and you can go ahead and pat your neck and your face with the oil, making sure all the area is gently covered. You don't have to use too much, just enough so our hands are gliding across our skin here. We're going to start out by detoxing and activating the collarbone area. So take your left hand and place it on your right collarbone, moving from the center all the way out to the shoulder. So this is outward going motion. We're moving from the center all the way to the shoulder. Go ahead and switch sides, moving from the center of the collarbone all the way towards the shoulder, really activating and releasing the lymph from this area. And then we're going to do a neck sweep. So take your hand, place it on your jawline, and with your opposite hand, stroke downwards towards your collarbone. So you're moving from the jawline to the collarbone here. Go ahead and switch sides, placing your other hand on the jaw and sweeping down all the way from the jawline to the collarbone, activating the lymph and releasing the lymph. You always want to start on the lower part of the face, so when we work with our face, the lymph fluid has room to move downwards. Next, we're moving on to a jawline toner. So make hooks with your hands, your index finger and thumb, and move from your chin all the way out to your jawline. Then we're going to take this one step farther and move up to our temples. So we're moving from the middle of the chin to the jaw, all the way up to the hairline. This should feel really good. Often our lower face, our jaw and temple area are very tense and tight from eating and speaking constantly. So this should feel really good here. Again, moving from the chin all the way out to the jaw and up towards the temples. You can go ahead and release when you're ready, and then take your right hand, place it on your left eyebrow at the end, and make circles with your index finger, tracing along the outer corner of the eye muscle. Make sure not to drag your skin here. We're really toning and massaging the transition of the eye muscle where it meets our other muscles here. Relaxing this orbicularis oculi muscle, go ahead and switch sides. Take your index finger, making very gentle circles here. Massaging the eye muscle, releasing any tension in this eye muscle here. And you can open your mouth if this is helpful and it helps smooth and give you an easier canvas to work with so you're not dragging your skin. When you're ready, go ahead and release, and we're going to take our knuckles and do the cheek sculpting. So moving from the nose all the way out to the ears, really sculpting underneath this cheekbone. This also should feel very good. We carry a lot of tension in these cheek muscles here, especially pressing into this cheekbone, tracing and sculpting this here. Go ahead and release. Take your knuckles to your forehead and fan outwards. Keep your shoulders and neck relaxed, using your knuckles to release any tension out of this frontalis muscle. Stay connected to your breath. And again, we're always moving from the center of the face to the outside of the face when we do these lymphatic massages. Go ahead and release. And now we're going to take our hands and move upwards. Upwards from the chin, past the temples. Upwards, upwards, upwards. In massaging, you always want to make sure you're massaging up and out. So keep going here, lifting the cheeks, massaging upwards. They should also feel nice. And then we're going to sweep from the inner part of the face out to the ears. So now we're going out, taking all of that lymph fluid out from the center of our face to the ears. We're moving out, out, making sure to be gentle underneath that under eye here, but covering the whole middle part of the face here. Next, we're going to take our fingers starting at the third eye, moving up, down, and out. Finishing off this massage, taking all the lymph out of our face, down the sides of our face to the lymph nodes to be carried away out of our body, releasing all of these toxins and impurities from our system, up, down, and to the collarbone. Focus on your breathing here, connecting with your inner world, calming your mind as you detox your face, your body, your thoughts. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and release. So that's it for today's Face Yoga Detox Flow. If you like these videos and you want to keep working out with me, please subscribe to the channel. I have a free PDF guide if you want to see the 5 exercises and massages to do daily. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste, and I will see you in the next video.